Good morning, Sagittarius. This is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. I'll be doing a reading for you, situationship reading, 3 iterations of your love life, 3 different portals in which you can choose from different realities, certain outcomes to create a harmonic vision for yourself when it comes to the influences of you and another person. So, today I'll be working from the Royal Fez Moroccan deck for the first iteration, 1975 deck from US Game Systems, and I'll go ahead and clear the energy of the deck and get started. Okay. Portal is now opening. First iteration is opening. Please take what you will. Okay. There is a burden from the past that you've been trying to set aside for quite some time. It's become such a burden. It was once something that held a lot of promise in terms of commitment, but now you're trying to set it down, but still there's something about the past that's weighing you down. It could be guilt, could be shame, could be love or passion that's burnt itself out. But there still is something that you can't let go of. There's a need to let go of an idea of some sort of commitment with someone from the past. And it's weighing heavy on you. This person may see you as offering some sort of slow movement to a reconciliation or to a union. But the slow movement is also laced with a type of fast movement. There's a slow, fast pace towards this activity with this person or towards this person or from this person. And it seems to me that communication is going to be slow and steady, or it may spike and have a very fast dynamic to it. But there will be some sort of communication in January, and it's about a truth that was found after a great deal of separation and heartache. Someone had to heal up, and once they did, they essentially found some sort of mistruth or hidden truth within the situation, and it's hard for them or you to reconcile in a certain way because of some sort of craft. Somebody here could be a Gemini, is trying to manifest something after the fact you or them have been abandoned for quite some time. But I think you are looking elsewhere. You are waiting for something else, and you've been trying to adventure somewhere else or to find some sort of newness somewhere else. And it's important for you to realize that this patience is good, but there's something about the patience you're using that is rather explorative. You're coming into your power in the happy birthday, by the way. In the month of December, there is a lot of and into January, there's a lot of exploration happening, higher philosophical ideas manifesting, and you're waiting for a greater sort of philosophy to hit you, but it's still hidden to you. When it comes to this relationship, also, there is a need to evacuate or escape from very tumultuous emotional waters and to find some sense of healing, some sort of big boon with the Ace of Cups and the Six of Swords. There's a movement towards healing, very clear indication of healing. Yeah, but I see this as a complex. The person you're dealing with, they either have a lot of desire for you, a lot of emotional wealth for you. You could be dealing with two new people. One is very emotionally stable. The other is rather passionate about you. Both these people, they may promise you some sort of connection in terms of love, and there is a possibility for you to live two different gateways, two different possibilities. and to see the options and the gateways and to walk through them in a certain way. One of the gateways leads to a type of reconciliation through an apology. The other leads to a psychological prison in which you would have to. I see. No, there's someone here. There's someone here. There's someone here, and they are trying to reach out to you in a certain way. This is the third interpretation. Someone's trying to reach out in a certain way to apologize. But you or them also are operating from a place of detachment as well as of fear in a certain way. There is a block or a barrier between you and this person, though apologies and union want to be reached. It's only stemming from an inner child who feels abandoned, okay? There is a possibility for you to release the walls that you created around yourself. These walls are more walls to protect your heart. Um, but I don't think there will be a new beginning with this person. If there is, it will be secret and it won't be told by anyone. It also will be filled with desire, and you might manifest some sort of just physical connection that's based on primal lust or something like that. That's what I see. This person is tempting you to return to them in a certain way, but all they will offer is a type of lust or a type of weakness through human frailty, through human desire. Okay, this person is not to be trusted, whoever they are, because the truth you're searching for will be denied, as well as the commitment you're searching for will also be denied in a certain way. They're not standing in their power. Okay. That is the first iteration. It is closed now. I'm switching over decks, and I'll be moving over towards the Alietta school, the school of Alietta French school. It's an 1890 deck, 130 years old. So I'll work on this one. It's a very strong and dark deck. Portal 1 is closed. Portal 2 is now opening for Sagittarius, January 2020. Okay. Portal 2 is open. There is the underscoring energy of something here, my dear Sagittarius, where you're over a past situation that caused you a great deal of regret. It has become apparent that you are over this. This person from the past had you in a bind. It was a karmic lesson for you to learn something about how you can balance with your energy, temperance, the ability to balance out the energies of love and to create something new. A third element, okay? Something about your groundedness is based on humanity, the other is based on hierarchy, and you're trying to balance out the energies of two to create some sort of new philosophy. But you're over past regret, and you've released yourself from the shackles of some sort of force majeure, some major force, and now you're healing. And in the month of January, there is a possibility that you've also scaled two different things. So it may be that you are no longer in regret and no longer in conflict with someone from the past, which is good because you're finding a sense of home and a sense of community with others, which is good. So you may be spending a lot of time at home, or perhaps finding the advantage of getting over huge cycles of pain and doubt and frustration when it comes to your higher truth. But still, there's something missing. There's something that is hidden, some sort of hidden aspect. There seems to be a lot of dark clouds or a dark sky in the winter time, and there's something about the lack of sun that is causing you to choose something. Perhaps the person you are dealing with may be a Gemini or a Virgo, But we have here the Magician in reverse, and there seems to be something where they may be manifesting something out of corruption, some sort of return, or some sort of, yeah, it's like a return, a declaration of some sort of truth that has to do with stored up reserves of energy, time, and commitment, and you're trying to find, in a way, in your solitude, something, yeah, it's a way to get rid of the burden from the past. There's still something lingering in your mind, this doubt that you find with this card. The doubt you find here is showing up, and it's becoming a burden. You're trying to end a cycle with someone from the past, but there is a force of indecision. You've already cut yourself from the shackles, and you've noticed them as being a very negative influence for you, but there still is a need for you to find some sort of patience. Okay. Therefore, there's a need for you to find some sort of new boundary or some sort of new journey, a journey that has to do with almost a type of economy, some sort of ecological concern. You may be spending more time in nature, or perhaps working on your finances. But also, I see here recharging and rejuvenating, or perhaps becoming restless and more ambitious with your designs. Perhaps you're trying to make more money. There also is something from the past that's causing still a great deal of fear. You're trying to find justice in this situation, and also to find balance with them, um, or perhaps with new. Yeah, you're trying to find balance with something new, and you're doing a lot of communication work on the internet or through messages, to find a sort of growth or a new direction with a new purpose. Um, and this has to do with the changeable nature of your creative capacities. Your emotions are shifting, or perhaps there's a big well of them, and they're shifting from past energies to new energies, and you are creating some sort of new work with others, and perhaps boundaries need to be set properly. But it seems like you're breaking those boundaries, and you may be coming into some sort of new commitment or a new type of love energy with Gliamanti here, Mariage. There is a sense of possibly a new commitment with someone who is very Leonic in a certain way. They have a lot of fire in them, and they're also very strong. They are able to control their inner demons, and unlike the last person who was essentially very devil-like and had you in a bind, this person is a little bit more strong with what they do and say. However, what they do and say can come off as a bit retarded, but not in a negative way. The retard here, which comes from the French, is essentially a type of, um, it's like a block, but it's based on some sort of injury or a handicap. So not only do they come off as very strong, but what they embrace is an animalistic quality. It's perhaps lusty, but it's for you. And there is something about that makes them a bit slow but steady in a certain way. Um, this person and you may create a new cycle with the Ouroboros here, a new cycle that is fixed, and it is open to the energies of fixed zodiac signs. Um, and this newness may be more of a friendship than a romance, or there is a romance that is hidden, one or the other, and there is a need for you um, to kind of not act in any sort of dark way. Perhaps you are avoiding any manipulators to find a happiness that is hidden to you, and to no longer be bored with emotional contentment. I would suggest for you to embrace these two energies here, which is chagrin and society, the ability to make a choice when it comes to your commitments to path work and to find some sort of communal arrangement, or perhaps to find that 1111 energy again with the Four of Rods. There's a need for you to find the gateways and to take those pathways. And for you to do that, you would have to embody this energy, which is Militavi, the Knight of Swords energy, to become very communicative and to become very fluid with your work and with your words. Okay, that is my advice for you. And to Alieta, that was a really strong reading. I'm moving to the third portal now. I'm about to close off, and I'll be using the Jogo de Cartas Cigana de Sorte deck for you, my dear Sagittarius. This is a very strong deck from Portugal that I picked up sometime mid 2019 on my travels to Lisbon. And it was there that I became psychically and intuitively awakened through a love story with someone who meant a great deal to me. And she set me aside into darkness. When this happened, we were able to realize some very strong astral connections, and I was awakened and became something of a healer. And this is why I'm doing this channel. This is why I'm doing this work. So she was a good influence in a certain way, and she came up here as a devil in reverse. So she certainly was a lot to handle. Anyway, yeah, there's something from the past that you've let go of, some sort of devil energy. It had you in shackles, you let go of that. There's a need for it to die still, but then that connection is not yet severed completely, and it's still causing you a great deal of pain. Let's see here. You may have met someone new, but they are holding back their passions. And they may offer you something soon, some sort of hidden gift or hidden connection, but they generally give you a sense of happiness. There's something about this person, though, that is, they're holding back their passions and they're waiting for some sort of survivability with you. This could have to do with money or finances or some sort of gift. And so you're trying to communicate with them about how in the past you were wrecked by some sort of soulmate energy. Now you're looking elsewhere, but you're very careful with where you look because you're trying to avoid another falling out. There is something about where you travel and how you travel and how you move along on the path moving on. There's something that's holding you back, and it feels like an anchor. But never fear, you are still moving. And there's an energy here about knowledge of something, a knowledge you found through a letter from the past or in the present. Some sort of message came to you about how something was owed. Yeah, and there might be a chance for reconciling with something that was torn, a soulmate energy that was torn, and you had to make the judgment call, and there was a falling out, or perhaps somebody made the judgment call on you, and somebody tore the contract between you two. It could be that this message is resurfacing as the contract, and there might be messages about this connection between you two, but I think it's already torn. And the cards are telling me that you once had a great deal of fear through this connection, because your emotions were not tempered well. You think you may have lost your vision, but it seems like you have gotten over the fear, but there's still something about your vision that you second guess. Don't let lovers in the past do this to you. You should try to realize that your vision is pure and your vision is the way it is for what it is, and to never question the nature of senses. It's more of our ability to make sense of those senses that should be in question. This person from the past had a lot of Gemini energy, or perhaps you are trying to take this energy, the Gemini energy, and to manifest something new. Also, Virgo is here. What you're trying to manifest is some sort of healing situation with had to do with romance from the past. You wanted this person to evolve, but they couldn't control their passions or their anger. And there was a secret here, a secret about a slow beginning towards a friendship that was supposed to happen, but it didn't happen because of healing issues. And you needed to find a sense of happiness. That happiness was double sorted. And there's something about you in the month of December where you've had to hoard a great deal of energy and to find a cave to hibernate in. And after doing this, you see a higher purpose, or perhaps a hidden purpose, that you were committed to more of a pain cycle that had to do with something that had to end but couldn't, and is trying to be revived in a certain way to find justice. You're loyal to someone who was not offering you commitment. Definitely not. Definitely not. But there still is a lot of emotions and some sort of hidden message that will lead you to analysis. And once you analyze this, it may provide a sense of enlightenment or glory for you. Okay, that is the third portal, and it is closed. I'm moving over to the Russian Fairy Oracle deck now, and we'll go ahead and pull 3 cards, and figure out some advice for you. Okay. Yeah, we have here the Witch of Endor, plus we have the Knight, the Red Knight. The Red Knight is your energy. You're moving forward, and this is causing a great deal of fear for someone or for the world around you. This shouldn't really deter you. What you're essentially getting to a point of being very, very much on fire and creating new ideas of philosophies as well as new messages for someone who has been sort of waiting for you. This person is a stargazer, and they know certain truths about the universe by observing nature. Okay, and people are envious about this power that the stargazer has. But the stargazer is hidden. You're going to meet someone new that may see you as a fire child, someone who creates and manifests a great deal of communication and secrets and fear, and instill this on other people. When they see this in you, the stargazer, they will offer you some advice. Okay, this is like a quest line. They will offer you some advice, and the advice will be of a motherly nature. Very ancient wisdom will be given to you in the month of January, and it will tame your fears and tame your aggression in a certain way. So listen to that advice. It will help you. Okay, thank you very much. Once again, this is Ron from Tarot of the Twin Sun. I would invite you to like, share, and subscribe. And please have a happy January and happy 2020. I'll see you mid-month, my dear Sagittarius, for the Great Mirror reading. The energies between you and someone else, and the Great Mirror between you two. Okay? Then, peace and namaste. See you around.